want y'all to listen to me real quick. You can know all the moves in the world, every dribble move, every left, right, every momentum. If you don't know when to shoot the ball or when to do a certain move, you're gonna be unsuccessful on guard. I'm telling you this year. And when I mean I'm gonna teach y'all all the moves, I'm not only gonna be teaching y'all the moves. I'm gonna teach y'all when you're gonna wanna do each move. Like I'm telling y'all right now, you can know how to do all these dribble moves in one spot, but if you don't know how to get to that spot and shoot the ball, you're gonna be at very disadvantage in this game. But let's make a deal before the video starts. If you learn at least one thing from this video, you gotta hit that like, and you might as well hit that sub button. But besides that, let's get right into the video.
That boy Chance, he him. He ain't even touched the man.
Okay. Alright, now that we officially in the city, before we even get into this video, there's two rules that we gotta go over real quick if you play guard this year. This year, there's a lot of like talk about does acceleration matter. To me, if you a small guard, yes, it does matter to the point if you want to be able to just stand still and be able to speed boost instantly. If you have low acceleration on a bigger guard, it doesn't really mean that much. Like you can go low accel on a tall guard or a build that can like finish at the rim, or it's like an all-around tall build that could like, you know, kind of do it all. But if you just a small guard, if you have a build like a high three, high ball handle and all that, and you just like dribbling with screens, I would say use high acceleration with screens. But if you without screens and you just isoing running around the court, acceleration don't really matter. So it's all up to your playstyle. So I say with screens, try high acceleration. All right, but first, this is my build. The animations I'm about to show y'all right now is for builds that have 95 ball handle. But if you have a build that doesn't have a 95 ball handle, I'm gonna tell y'all what's the best moves too. If you watched any of my other videos, my sigs kind of stayed the same throughout the year really. If the new season come out, they drop any good sigs, I'll let y'all know too. But for the dribble style, use Kyrie Irving. If you don't get Kyrie Irving, you could try LeBron James or Pro, or you can use Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is for the little crossover everybody does, not the crossover up the court though. I'll show you what crossover that is. For your signature size up, if you're a small guard, use Steve Francis. If you don't have Steve Francis, try De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is really good too. I used it on one of my small guards once and it wasn't bad at all. For regular breakdown combo, I use Isaiah Thomas. For aggressive breakdown combo, I use Michael Jordan. It's just a little between the legs. For escape moves, this is right here. You can use this for either or 6'6" builds, small builds, any build in general, as long as you get an 86 ball handle or above. If you have an 86 ball handle, you get one of the best escapes in the game, and it's Kimball Walker. For my combo moves, I use De'Aaron Fox. Then for my crossover, this is where all the toxic comes into play. If you don't have this crossover on, you might be disadvantaged. This crossover right here is the most annoyingest thing to guard. If you play the one score, you probably see somebody do this to the paint on you a couple times and they dunk the ball instantly. This crossover is the deal breaker for ISO builds. Then for behind the back, the best behind the back in the game, of course, the explosive Jamal Murray behind the back. You gotta use this right here. By far the best behind the back in the game. It creates the most space too. For my spin, Kawhi Leonard has a great moving spin. For my hesitation, I go Steph Curry. But if you don't get Steph Curry, you can try Chris Paul. Chris Paul, all you need is an 85 ball handle, and it's good too. And the hesitation is like 2K21 when you want to crowd people. For my step back, I use Stephen Curry. Now, that's for small guards. If you a taller guard and you don't get, Steph Curry, you could try John Wall. John Wall does have the snatch back and it has the step back. If you want to use John Wall, you can use that. Or, in my opinion, the best step back in the game for tall guards is Luka Doncic. For isoing, Luka Doncic is better than John Wall in my opinion. But that's just for me though. On my tall builds, I use Luka Doncic. And then for my triple threat style, Michael Jordan. You know, you put the ball up there with one hand in the air. But yeah, I can have my scoring moves too. Free throw, Steph Curry, layup. I don't have one on. You can do scoops. For my dribble pull up, I talked about Trae Young already. It's terrible. Put Ben, don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I need to go right to school. He's the best dribble pull up right now for me. I feel like it's the easiest to time on small guard. But if you're a tall guard, tall guards over 6'5", use Kobe Bryant. Fade Kobe Bryant, post hook Joel Embiid, post hop shot Kobe Bryant. And then my motion style is Alex Caruso. And if you're wondering if motion style matters if you're dribbling, it does and kind of doesn't in my opinion. Because I tried different motion styles. I went elite. I switched them between elite and Alex Caruso. But besides that, I feel like it's mostly for defense. It does help with like some of the delay in my opinion. Like changing my motion style sometimes if I'm delayed, it like makes the game feels a little bit smoother when I like be flicking my sticks. Alright, so here's the next part right here. If you was wondering what settings I use, like for my controller options in 2K, this is it right here. I'll just scroll right through it, but I'm not gonna pause the video. Y'all can pause the video if y'all want right now. Alright, let's get into the tutorial part. The tutorial part is my favorite part. I'm gonna put y'all on to some moves that's about to have y'all like, okay, I see what he's trying to say. I see what he's trying to do. Okay, I got y'all. But for practice, I know y'all see me in the main menu, but we in the main menu for a reason. The Gator facility is trash, and I think the team practice, not the team practice, the shooting of art, that thing you don't let you speed boost fully. So I got a better way to practice your drill moves. The method I use to like go to the little my court in the my league is if you have like an extra slot or something, all you gotta do is make a creative play with the moves you want to create a player. I'm gonna make it's a little brief tutorial how to do this, because some people be wondering where I be going to like practice my moves. Just create a player. Once you create that player, you can have two. I have two right here, the two I use like with the drill moves and all that. You see 6'4" guard, just like my guard and like how I got my created player. But to bring it over, all I do is go to my NBA, click on my NBA, make sure you got one open slot. Some of y'all have multiple open slots. Click continue, and then once you get into the screen right here, you just click triangle or Y if you want Xbox. Click custom. You can pick any of the like the free rosters, but I already made a roster already. Then you pick your team. I'm just gonna pick the Lakers. And what I do is still you just listen. Once you get into the screen, just click circle, go down to options, click on create a player. Then you're gonna bring the player over right here. I'm gonna bring my player over. Just copy to a team. You go to your team. And see, if your thing says it has 15 players on the roster already, all you gotta do is go around, go to roster, just kick somebody off the roster, release the free agency. Bam. Then when you go back to create your player, you click on it again, copy to the team, scroll down to your team, and it should go through right there. And if you don't see a player after you go to the freestyle, like see, like it put me on LeBron, and my player's not there. If your player's not there after you put it on the team, you just gotta play one game. Just play one game, and it should pop up right after. Or not play it, just sim to the end as soon as you go in. See, look, watch. Or just have the CPU, yep. And you see my players right there too, watch. Alright, y'all, we back. The first move I want to teach y'all, the most brokenest move in my opinion, is the Luka Doncic to the crossover. This right here, we're gonna start it out simple. It's the Luka Doncic into the LeBron crossover. This right here is so killer on the ones, on the twos, on the threes. You can bring it to the behind the back to a crossover again. So this move right here is for you tall guards. I wouldn't necessarily say use this on a little guard. On a tall guard, you can get some crazy speed, crazy in and out, come back to the paint. It's a great move. I can't cap. It's a great move. I use it on all my tall guards. This is LeBron. Remember, I'm gonna tell you again. This is LeBron dribble style mixed with Luka Doncic step back. LeBron dribble style mixed with Luka Doncic step back. And I see the speed I'm getting back and forth, right? It looks fast. But to perform this Luka Doncic step back move, all you're doing is holding R2, flicking your right stick back or down. Holding R2, flick your right stick down while running. That's the Luka Doncic step back. Now to bring it with the crossover, you just hold your left stick to the opposite hand. So I'm going right. I hold it back to the left. See, I'm just holding my left stick back to the opposite side. Right stick down, left stick to the opposite side. Simple move, right? Simple move. Now, here comes if you want to add a simple mix to it. If you want to do that, if you do a step back cross behind the back, that's Jamal Murray. You could do that too. So say if you go bam, bam, and behind the back. You could do something like that too. But if you don't know Jamal Murray behind the back, it's right stick bottom left, hold R2. Make sure you're holding R2 to do it. So okay, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Behind the back. Boom, boom. And you can do it twice if you want. Double behind the back if you want to. I taught that if you want to learn how to double behind the back, I made that in I think it was one of my dribble tutorials I posted recently about the left stick cancels. Alright, now that I taught you to move, I'm gonna teach you when to do the move. The only time you're gonna wanna do that little crossover move is when somebody's trying to play back on you. Like, say if somebody's playing my mid-range or they trying to play or like bait me, I would do a step back into a crossover and they'll try to play up too late and the rim will be there. And I'm gonna, hold on, ready? See that right there? That's one. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it one more time. Look. You see how he's trying to bait it? If he doesn't bait it, you can just shoot over it. That's two. I could probably do it the whole game and probably win too, which is crazy. Look, and he ain't come up again. He ain't come up again. I'm just doing the step back, and if he plays the step back, you do the crossover. I'm gonna go right this time, watch. He's still not even playing it, but if he don't play it, shot. That's crazy. They made me miss. They made me miss. But yeah, I get the point though. Alright, we back in the little mic court now. Next move is up. I did a move for y'all tall guards. You small guards could use that too though too. But this is a move for small guards now. This is for the people that watched my tutorials already and they got most of the dribble moves down in the game already, like momentums, little like crossovers and all that. Steve Francis. These are for the people like that. If you got this down, you should be able to do this move right here. This right here is a combo. This combo right here up the court is pretty much like the main combo I do if I'm coming up the court and a lockdown trying to press me. Like this right here, you see that right here? Boom, 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 boom. It's kind of like 2K21 where you can just come up the court while dribbling. But this here, you should usually use it if a lockdown's trying to like play like sides on you. Like if a Sunday and a lockdown's playing sides, I usually do this move. Like say if I'm like coming up, or like I'll do like a little double cross like this. Like if they playing the screen, boom, boom, boom. Like it's like a twice. Like if they playing sides, and it's like a peek. As if you do it like that. To do this move, this little crossover, this little spam, this little cross, I don't know what to call this. This is a crossover spam, like a delayed crossover. Like you see how you like gliding? It's like a little glide. To do this move, all you gotta do, you need Steve Francis if you want to do like a combo with it. But to do this move, all you gotta do, make sure you holding R2 the whole entire time. Like do not let go of R2. Flick your right stick top left, then hold your left stick to the right side of the balls in your right hand. Just hold it, just so your player can run a little bit. You see that? Hold R2, flick your right stick top left, then left stick top right. Boom. See that? And then to keep doing it, get the rhythm with it. Just get the rhythm. All it is rhythm. So right stick top left stick top right. Boom. And I wait. You see how I'm waiting? Slow it down. You can see the sticks. Look at the sticks. Look at the sticks. I see the sticks. The sticks is there. Yeah, the main reason I do this move, because if you L2 cancel, like say if you're going L2 cancel, right? You combine the left stick cancel with this. And then like boom, boom, boom. Like just combine it together. You see like how like in the way I'm moving with the ball? I'm telling you, you could get the if you get the combo right, you look glitchy up the court. But you gotta watch out. Only time you need to stand still dribble in this game is when it's people playing sides. Do not stand still dribble if somebody just literally guarding you. You're gonna get plugged. That's one tip I can give you. If you get plugged a lot, don't stand still dribble. If the lockdown is just playing you by himself, don't. Only time you should be standing still dribbling is if they playing sides on you or like he's just playing two back. If he's just guarding you regularly and the center's just trying to hedge, don't stand still dribble. Just get to your spot. Use the screen, get to your spot. Like even I do it. Like sometimes I would realize the center's like hedging and not even trying to play sides or anything. I could just use the screen. Like you don't gotta do every move in the game to get open every play. If you just go into the left and just keep running left, 9 times out of 10 the center's gonna still not gonna even come up and you have the shot most of the time. But yeah, if you got that move down, congratulations. That's not an advanced move, but it's kind of hard to get the timing down. But if you get the timing down and you combine it with the left stick cancel and the L2 cancel, you're chilling. Alright, oh yeah, and then to do the opposite way, it's basically the opposite of the stick. So if the ball's in your left hand, right stick top right, then left stick holding to the left. And then you just get the rhythm down. And then to the left is just the opposite way. It's just the opposite way. Right stick top left, and then hold your left stick to the top left. And then to the left is just right stick top right, then left stick holding to the left. Get that rhythm down. And if you get both of them down, you combine the Steve Francis with the left stick cancel, and then boom, boom, boom. Your movement should look like that. See how you like boom, 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 boom. That's if you're using screens. That's what I like doing if I'm using screens. Like if I'm not trying to get bumped or nothing, and then if they come next to me behind the back, or like I do a snatch back. And just play behind the screen, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I do the crossover. If they, I'm telling you, if they play the sides, you do a little crossover, kind of shift them in a way. You can probably get a peek off that. All right, next move up. If I'm gonna teach y'all, I'm trying to think. Next move I could probably teach y'all is. The next move I could try to teach her is the fast stop. You have to, the fast stop this year is probably the best. It's like, to score off the fast stop, you have to know when to do it too. You can't just be doing it. You're gonna get plucked. The fast stop is used for like, if a lockdown's press you, you can just push them behind you and get like trigger blinders. That's why I do the fast stop. You do the fast stop when you just want to get the defender just behind you. But to do a fast stop, you just holding your left stick, bottom left if it goes in your right hand, and then on the opposite side, you hold the right stick, bottom right. See, look, hold your left stick, bottom left. Boom. You see a little shift to the left? But make sure you're running straight, though. If you can't get it, you gotta run a little bit straight. You can't just be running all the way to the side. Like, make sure you're running like a little bit. Just a little bit to the paint. Not all the way to the paint. Yeah, you don't even gotta do that to 3-point every time. You do that half court, trying to like slow yourself down.
2,000 years later.
All right, I think that's enough moves that I'm gonna teach y'all so far. This is not a full in-depth dribble tutorial. I'm just giving y'all like how to score in this game, how to get open, how to use dribble moves right, what momentum, what you need to go left, you need to go right, when to go left, how to do this, how to do that. The stuff that's gonna get you up almost every time. But if y'all want a part 2, it's getting late. That's why I'm not trying to have a long video. I don't want to make a long video. If y'all want a part 2, if y'all like this type of videos, I'll do more of these. But if y'all want more of these, y'all have to hit that like. Y'all have to hit that like, because if these take a long time to make too. All right, congratulations if you learned all those moves. Now it's time for me to explain how and when to do the moves. When you're dribbling this year, dribbling is not as easy as before, because lockdowns this year and defense in general this year is too OP. So there's a couple moves in this game that's unreachable. Like, they will get a foul 100% every single time. One is the snatch back. 2 is the behind the back if they don't play the comeback. The behind the back and the snatch back, those 2 moves are the 2 moves that's gonna be like, oh, your go-to moves. All right, another thing y'all gotta learn is how to read the defense. I want y'all to watch this clip right here. The first thing I do is look for where the center and the lock is. If I'm dribbling the ball, I'm trying to look for where I can literally squeeze through. Any way I can squeeze through on the court. And y'all see how little side to side I do another snatch back so I don't get ripped. You see I do a snatch back again. The snatch back is unrippable. And y'all see, I see the little cut right there in the middle. And you know what I gotta do after that? I split the D, crab them, they can't do nothing about it. Read them like a book. And another thing, like, you can't dribble in nobody's faces here. So once you see somebody near you, just run away. I'm telling you, just run away. Don't even try to dribble in their face. You try to dribble in their face, they're going to rip you. But yeah, that's part 1. If y'all want part 2, y'all let me know. I'll make part 2 real soon if you want that, because the new season's about to come out and new dribble moves gonna come out. But if you made it to the end and you learned something, don't lie. Hit that sub button. You got to.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.